very quick look and see what's going on. 3 cards. Oh, wow. Okay. Somebody wants to rebuild your relationship, but it's stronger than that. I feel they're willing to move mountains now. Okay? They're willing to walk away from other people who had far too much to say about your relationship. There were other people who were either pulling the strings or whispering in their ear. Okay? Your person, I don't feel they ever lost feelings for you. I think they lost clarity. But yeah, they want to rebuild it. They want to work on it. They know it's been sabotaged. They know it's been sabotaged by other deceitful people, possibly. This is female energy. Okay, I've got 2 female energies, another female, whoever that might be. Okay, your person was encouraged to move on from you, that you weren't the right person for them, that they'd be better off without you. Okay. Your person during the relationship or towards the end of it was also encouraged to go out with friends a lot. There could be a friend here, okay? There's a strong friend energy who encouraged your person, oh no, don't do that. No, come on, let's go out, or we'll do this, or we'll do that, okay? Look, just have some fun, leave the relationship behind. Your person's going to give all that up. Should we see how this goes? Let's see what they want to say to you. But yeah, they're willing to let all of this crap go. Excuse the French, but yeah, they're willing to let it all go. So let's give these a quick shuffle. Just want to shuffling now. I hope you're all well, hope you're all okay. If you'd like a reading, just click on the title of this video. The links are in the description box that go to the website. All the readings are on there. And check out the free relationship report as well. Like I say, I hope you're all well, but this person, gosh, it's like the fog's lifted. They really have. They are adamant. And it does happen, you know, it does happen. I have seen this happen before. I am becoming a better person. Well, they're getting rid of this group of friends who told them to move on, either live the single life or they'd be better off without you. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Yeah, they've had an awakening. I've just realised the fog has lifted. One more. I feel you leaving me behind. That's interesting. That is interesting. You probably started just detaching, you know. We're all energy. So if you're going out more and just enjoying your life more, or maybe you've met somebody else, maybe just going out on casual dates, whatever you're doing, or solo travelling, I don't know, but your energy's changed. Okay, it's higher, and they can feel you leaving them behind, and they will not have that. They will not have it. They had very poor boundaries, your person. Very, very poor boundaries. I don't think they're a toxic energy, this person I'm reading on. I don't think that at all. I think they've been through stuff in their life. They've got poor boundaries. I think they just didn't see the wood for the trees. They just didn't realise that they were being manipulated. Okay, but they do now. And like I say, they're going to move mountains to get back to you. I feel you even though we are apart. Let me just get this little deck out for this energy today. Soulmate messages. Can we have 2 of these, please? 2 soulmate messages, please. Soulmate messages, that's okay. Even though we are so different, I feel so connected to you. Could be very, very different families, different traditions. You know, there is something very specific here. Different nationalities, okay? Thank you for teaching me how to appreciate the small things in life. Yeah, you've got a lovely energy. Your cup was always half full. You'd always see the good. You'd always see the good. Whereas your person wasn't always like that. Let's just have one more before we go to something else, please. I love our deep conversations. They open up my mind. Yeah. Very beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful energy today. It really is beautiful. In a minute I'm going to look at the environment, and then I'm specifically going to look at the position. What do other people think? I just want to have a peek in that energy. I want to tell you the truth. Whoa, they want you to forgive them. They want you to tell you the truth. They realise the damage that they've done. Massively, massively. Okay. Their problem was their past. Was there a past relationship that they were in that affected your relationship? However, part of the truth that they want to tell you, they want to admit, but you know it already, is that they were struggling to get over something from their past. They love you very much. Okay, they always loved you. I feel they always, always loved you, but they hadn't got over something from their past. It was still running the show. So we have things happen in life. It goes into the subconscious, you know, like learning your times table. 95% of our thoughts are run on autopilot by the subconscious mind, unless we choose to consciously override them. That's where the, change your thoughts, change your world comes into it. Now, they hadn't got over something that happened in their past which massively affected your relationship, and I think that's why they had poor boundaries. Just an example, this is classic energy of somebody, especially if there was different traditions and different ways of doing things. Maybe they had a more traditional family, you had a more free-spirited family, or it was the other way around. But this is classic of families who, the upbringing and the dynamics with the parents and the siblings and the whole that goes on, unfortunately can affect relationships, romantic relationships, okay? And there are families, that will just cause absolute trouble. It's almost like they don't want anyone to be happy. They just do. You'll have that one family member, or, one sibling playing one off against the other, and the parents. Sometimes the parents don't want you to be with a person that they don't feel fits into their mould of what they think is acceptable. I mean, but you take your power when you realise you define your own boundaries, you define what is acceptable for you. This is your life, this is your soul journey, this is you. But it's very difficult sometimes to break out. So your person hadn't broken out of that, and that's where all your problems stemmed from in this connection. But they're going to absolutely break down mountains. Okay, they're going to break down mountains. Can you tell me what is going on in the environment, please? The environment they're in at the moment, please. 3 of Cups. Yeah, there was a lot of partying, socialising, third-party energy there, okay. But in this reading, because of what I'm channeling, the party, as I say, is over. There is also in the environment an older woman, either widowed or divorced, who is quite spiteful. Okay, this person's quite bitter. Something happened in this female energy's life that didn't work out. Could be a divorce, could be anything, okay, but has made them quite bitter and dramatic, especially if it's a mother figure, okay. It's spiteful energy, okay. So, but with the 3 of Cups, it could also be a friend or somebody going way back to the first card in the past, somebody that they were going out with, somebody who told them to move on, somebody said, oh, live for the moment, have fun, really, really stuck the knife in. Now these people can come across as the Three of Cups. They can come across as absolutely lovely, gorgeous and really nice people. But deep down they haven't processed their own pain, so they project that out. And they don't want to be alone. This is an energy of someone who didn't want to be on their own, so they dragged your person along for the ride, as they say. Okay, so you have got that energy now. This person could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or a stellium. You know, I think it's like 3 or more planets in the majors. Okay. But that is as clear as day. You know, the court cards, it's a person's energy, and it's in the environment, and it's the Queen of Swords. So that is it. That is it. What do other people think about this, please? I just saw this, I just feel that other people, for some reason, didn't feel you were good enough. Don't shoot me. Don't you know, come for the messenger. Please don't, because I'm not saying that is the case. But it's lies. That's why your person is going to batter down all these mountains to get back to you, because it was an absolute pack of lies. And you know, with a Queen of Swords energy and a negative in a you know, not in a good energy, it wouldn't matter who the hell you were, you'd never be good enough for the Queen of Swords. She would always nitpick, criticise, very, very good with words, very good, can destroy you in a sentence, and very good with passive aggressive comments that are designed to wound you. Okay? Other people's feelings, please. Other people's feelings, please. Right, other people's feelings with this card means that as far as they're concerned, that relationship you had with your ex is over with the Six of Swords. Their feelings are the Six of Swords. So they feel the relationship has moved on, it has gone, you've gone. So they're still in that energy, okay? They're still in that energy. You know, sometimes in life, some people just don't want other people to be happy. And the Queen of Swords doesn't, when she's in a negative energy. You know, one of the old meanings of the Queen of Swords was, you know, widowed, divorced. Like life had dealt her some really tough things, and she kind of really hardened up. And it's like no emotion, but not quite clever. So yeah, they think that you've moved on. Bottom of the deck, though, the unknown is they have not. There's your person, King of Wands, looking back, itching to come forward. This person's going to come in. Your person could be a fire sign, okay? They could be a fire sign, but yeah, other people think that it's ended, that it's not even on the radar. It's not even on the radar, so it's going to be a bit of a shock. Yeah, other people think it's over. They just think it's over and it's done. And that, yeah, I just feel that they think that your past person, I just feel everything was kind of blamed on you, really. And I'm going to say this because I think that your past person did have a tendency, because of their poor boundaries and everything we've just gone through in this reading, did have a tendency to big themselves up a bit. And these friends, whoever they are, whoever these people are, and that Queen of Swords, kind of covered for them, but then can also be quite spiteful to them. It's such a shame. I feel really quite sad actually. So you know, you'll know if this isn't for you, this reading, I'd yeah, scroll, because I feel quite sad for the person that you were connected into. I want out. That flew out. I want out. Yeah, they're coming back, all right. They don't know what the truth is anymore where they are. Well, they do know the truth. But going back to what I was just saying, that they kind of cover for your ex, but then they're spiteful. Sometimes you'll get a situation where, say just an example, you've got an ex, and so just use an example, their mother will always cover their arse, even if they're just literally the most wickedest, toxic, vilest person that has ever crawled out from underneath a rock, okay? But then they're not nasty, they just, you know, they can do no wrong, the ex can do no wrong, you know. But in this energy, I feel that this person was a little bit like that, but then is also very, very controlling and critical of your ex. And that's what they do, they want out. Bottom of the deck, childhood trauma. Oh dear. It hurts so much. I can't let go of you. Why couldn't I tell you the truth? I feel that you knew this, and you possibly had some conversation with your ex about all of this, but they denied it. Okay, they denied it, but they're coming back. This person's coming back in. I still feel though that you're going to have this scenario, yeah, Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, obsessed with you, new beginning, especially if you've been apart for quite a while, say you know 10 to 12 months. If you've been apart for a while, then yeah, they just want a new beginning with you. Now with that Fool, that tells me that they will cut this group of people off. They will cut them. They will just cut them off, okay? That they would actually rather leap off a cliff than go back to this. But the Knight of Cups, the Two of Cups, yeah, they're definitely coming back in. It is, whether you want to call it twin flame, soul, you just have a very, very deep connection, you two. You see eye to eye. You are very balanced as a couple when you haven't got all of this, okay? There could have been someone who held a financial thing over somebody's head here as well. You know, that's the family who control the purse strings a little bit, and your person, whether they admitted it or not, was probably quite frightened of breaking free from this group of people. But yeah, they're coming back. There you go. They are going to come back in, all right? What should you do? What should you do? Ah. Stand your ground. Don't let emotions get the better of you to start with, okay? Watch, wait, and observe, which is fine, because this group of people have manipulated your ex before, and on a base of averages, tarot aside, forget tarot for a minute, you know, just having lived a life, that people like this don't usually tend to let go that easily. Okay, so you're being asked to be logical, be cool, play it cool, okay? But really, just sit in your own power. Just sit in your own power, know who you are, have your boundaries. And if this is what you really, really want, I don't think it's toxic. You just go to the end. So in this situation, it would be a happy ending where you have gone into the Fool's energy with this person. You've got a completely new beginning. It's all new. You've let go of all the old stories, okay? And you are living a life where you are peaceful together, okay? You're peaceful together. So I shall leave that with you. Look after yourselves. This is a lovely reading for somebody, okay? Somebody's coming back in. But you deserve this. But I don't think you ever, I think you knew. I think you knew one day. One day they would realise. You've probably manifested it. Yeah, you've probably manifested it because, you know, if you've been sitting, like, because I think you've been apart for a while, if you've been sitting just saying, you know, I know they'll be back. I just know it one day. Even if there's absolutely no evidence and then you go about your day, but you just know you're setting the scene, okay? You're setting the scene for it. So, nice reading. Look after yourselves. Take care, and I love you all. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.